Hey, it's Tom
And Mike.
from Take Time to Travel. While we were in Toronto, we visited St. Lawrence Market, which is actually Toronto's oldest market. We explored inside, and of course, we tried some of its tasty food. We also explored the Distillery District, where we walked amongst the beautiful historic red brick buildings.
So let's get started over at Toronto's St. Lawrence Market, which has been running in some form or other since 1803. Parts of the St. Lawrence Market South building date to 1845, but there have been multiple renovations over the years. Inside, the bustling market is filled with over 120 specialty vendors selling an assortment of all different kinds of fresh foods and products.
You can get everything here in the market, from fresh meats to an assortment of fresh seafood. You can get a multitude of different fish, lobster, clams, mussels, oysters, and even some giant crab legs. Look at the size of those! As with any good market, there's lots of vendors selling a variety of different kinds of cheeses. And of course, there are many places selling freshly baked goods. One of our favorite places to eat in St. Lawrence Market is Carousel Bakery, which according to the sign is apparently home of the world-famous female bacon on a bun.
After waiting in line, Tom got up to the counter and placed our order for a couple of their specialties. After paying and a short wait, our food was ready. We found a seat, sat down, and opened up a Canadian specialty, female bacon on a bun. The steam was just rolling out of it. As always, it tasted delicious. I got the breakfast on a bun, which comes with 2 slices of female bacon, 1 fried egg, and cheese. This is much better than a breakfast sandwich from a fast food chain. I don't know why I stuck my thumb in there, but it still tasted great.
Let's head downstairs and see what else there is at St. Lawrence Market. As soon as you make your way down the stairs, there are more vendors selling all different kinds of products. There's everything from gourmet rice and pastas to a Ukrainian specialty store, and even a bulk food store where you can get all your favorite kinds of chocolates, nuts, candies, and gummies. And of course, as with all touristy places, there's a souvenir shop. But since we used to live in Toronto, we don't need any souvenirs. So let's go and try some more of St. Lawrence Market's great food.
This place here, called European Delight, makes all kinds of different homemade Eastern European specialty foods. Everything looked so good that we had to try a few different things. We tried the zucchini spear, as well as the smoked salmon latke, as well as a delicious stuffed pepper. And for dessert, a tasty apple blintz. Tom started with the smoked salmon latke, which tasted phenomenal.
And Mike had, or should I say tried to have, the zucchini spear. After a couple of attempts, he tried to give it a go for a third time. At least he got a little bit in his mouth this time. After that delicious meal at European Delight, we made our way upstairs and walked across St. Lawrence Market to get some tasty sweets for dessert from the same place we got female bacon, Carousel Bakery. Mike went up to the counter and placed our order. The friendly lady at the counter grabbed our sweets. Mike paid, and we headed outside to find a nice spot in the shade to enjoy them. Market Street sure is pretty.
We each decided to get a tart. Tom got a Canadian specialty, a butter tart with raisins, which was made just the way he likes it. Nice and firm in the middle and not too runny. And I got one of my favorite tarts, a Portuguese custard tart, which also tasted great. After that tasty snack, we walked down Market Street, which is the street on the west side of the St. Lawrence Market South building. It's lined with lots of restaurants and patios and people enjoying the nice summer weather. Behind the St. Lawrence Market South building is this huge tent-like structure, which has more vendors inside.
Inside this part of St. Lawrence Market, there are many more merchants selling mostly fresh fruits, vegetables, and other produce. It's so nice to see all these fresh vegetables falling out of these bushel baskets. You could do all your grocery shopping here at St. Lawrence Market. But let's keep going. Past these dogs and the sunflower bouquets over towards our next stop, Toronto's Distillery District.
We walked along the Esplanade for about 15 minutes before arriving at Toronto's Distillery District. The Distillery District is a very popular area for locals and tourists alike, and as the name implies, was a giant distillery which has since been converted into a trendy area filled with lots of art, cafes, restaurants, and shops. The giant metal spider-looking thing is a sculpture by Michael Christian called It, and it is 40 feet tall. Very cool.
The district has done a great job preserving these beautiful and historic buildings. We always have a great time here, so let's keep going past this big peace sign and explore some more. Originally founded in 1832, Gooderham & Worts began as a windmill in the wilderness and grew to become the largest distillery in the world and the largest corporate taxpayer in Canada. It's now a very trendy area filled with lots of beautiful patios and restaurants. The Distillery District has since been designated as a National Historic Site because of its outstanding Victorian industrial design and the historical significance that the Gooderham & Worts Distillery has had in Toronto.
I love how it's filled with lots of different art installations, like this love sign here, which is actually made of hundreds or thousands of individual locks put on there. Very cool. It's so nice just walking in the Distillery District on a nice and hot summer day like this. There are so many great patios to choose from, like this one, Pure Spirits Oyster House. They also have great food too, but we're pretty stuffed after all of that food we ate earlier today. So let's keep exploring the Distillery District a bit more.
The district also has lots of cool shops and boutiques, like this one here called GW General. It's a big space filled with a little bit of everything from clothing and ladders to lamps and dinner bells. Some areas of the store have merchandise stacked on top of each other a few layers tall. There's so much here, I'm sure you could spend all day looking. But let's keep going along the beautiful streets and have one more delicious treat. We decided to try Soma Chocolate Maker, which is located in this beautiful red brick building.
We wandered inside to see where all the magic happens. On the left is the chocolate making room, and straight ahead is the chocolate laboratory. There's also fresh gelato, and of course, lots of gourmet chocolates. Since it's a hot summer day, we decided to skip the chocolates and get some gelato and sorbet, which they spin fresh every day in the summer. I decided to get the mango sorbet in a waffle cone, which tasted amazing. And Tom got the lemon sour cream gelato, which was also very tasty. If you're looking for what to do in Toronto, we would definitely recommend the St. Lawrence Market as well as the Distillery District. Even after living in Toronto for all of those years, we still really enjoy visiting there.
That's for sure. Now before we forget, we wanted to mention that while we're at St. Lawrence Market filming this video, we actually had someone who recognized us from our YouTube videos. How cool is that?
I couldn't stop smiling. It was such a cool experience, and we were thrilled that she came over to say hello. Now, if you guys ever see us when we're out and about, make sure to say hi.
Well, as always, we really enjoyed making today's video, and we hope you enjoyed watching it too. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications on our future videos. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps our channel to grow.
And remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.